Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 4 minutes. Real quick, if you are new to these videos, what do I mean when I say live? Well, what I mean is that this is not a situation where everything's already been recorded and now I'm coming back and doing a voice comment or, a post commentary or some sort of voiceover. I'm recording myself, seeing the information for the very first time. So if you want raw thoughts, raw emotions, raw reactions, you will get that with the video. If you're looking for a nicely edited, nicely scripted video, then full disclosure, you will not get that here. But if you just want an nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader, what day trading can look like, then this will be a video for you. So right now I'm watching PLUG, pretty confident I'm going to be trading it, or at least watching it out of the opening gates. But again, I say pretty confident because this is live, so something could change. In the next 3 minutes, maybe another ticker symbol pops up that catches my attention. But to give a little context here, what I'm watching mainly, and this is what I'm moving over here. This is the private community that I offer at claytrader.com. But looking for that 6650 mark. So 6650, I'm very, very curious about. Again, will it come into play? I have no idea. As a flush point, meaning I want to see the price go down below there, which means I can still make money from that. For those of you that are beginners, that's just known as going short or shorting a stock. Yes, believe it or not, you can make money when prices go down. So I will be watching that. And also, I should note that I took a trade a long time ago. Back here at 8 o'clock, basically. I wanted a $50 scalp on it, but I got a little bit of slippage right there. So because of that, had to just settle for $45 on the trade. So I am starting technically the day up $45. And that was all of, a 3-second trade. I mean, you can see the timestamps right there. So I guess I'll take it. $45 in 3 seconds. That would be worth my time. But as of right now, in fact, let me bring down the pre-market chart. You can see that PLUG is actually bouncing up some, but we'll see if that lasts or not. So I will go ahead and pause and I'll be back at the open. Market opens up here in about 5 seconds. Not looking like 65.50 is going to come into play, I suppose. Oh, you know what? I noticed I just wrote that wrong. That wasn't supposed to be 66.50. That's supposed to be 65.50. Let me change that typo real quick. Well, maybe coming into play here. In there at 65.30. Although I shouldn't have chased. And now I'm getting just smacked right in the face there. With this big spike here. I do still like it. We'll look to add if it looks like it wants to come down through 66. But I got to see some weakness here. Okay, trying to work its way back down. And I'm still bearish on this one. Yeah, 66.25 is a very interesting area. So watching that closely. 66.25. In there at 66.26 for the add. Let's see if we can get down to 65.51. Fantastic. Well, I'm just going to take that for $360. Oh, wow, Tesla. Let me move over to Tesla. So choppy, though. I did make that warning in the chat room earlier. Oh, wow. All right, Boeing, I need to stop talking. What is that? 210.15. BA. Flush, 1 minute. There we go. BYND, what's going on with BYND here? I don't even know what I'm on. So what am I? That was 360 on that trade. Oh, wow. All right, BYND, let me get this alerted. And I'll talk more about the PLUG trade here in a little bit, because I realized that first entry point wasn't the greatest, but that is why you don't go in full size right away, especially if you're pretty biased. And I was very biased on that one. I'll explain more of that here, but I don't know. Tesla's starting now. 843. I don't know. Tesla, and usually, if you watch my videos, you know, usually I'm a big fan of Tesla, but Tesla just scares me for some reason this morning. I don't know. It's just, and it could be totally false. It may not be a true reason to be scared, but it just, I don't know. It seems so jumpy. What's FCEL doing? Okay, what is that? 1735, CEL, 1735, flush point, 1 minute. What's Plug doing here? Yeah, it did ultimately recover. Now going back down. So I'm happy with the way I played that one. So real quick on Plug, let me just first bring over, or I'll just change this to the daily time frame here. So daily, I mean, just insane movement. And not that I'm saying, or not that I was expecting a crash, but I mean, just so overextended. So to see the gap down, in my mind, that was the first step of a little bit of a pullback. And like I said, I'm not saying this thing's going to crash or anything like that, but at least a little bit of a pullback. And then with the way it opened up, like I said, in hindsight, yeah, that first entry point wasn't the greatest, but that's also why I only went in with 500 shares on a sub $100 stock, not that much. But came back up. No need to panic out, like I said, because I was very biased. I thought there'd be at least some sort of pullback here, and there was the pullback. And not to pat myself on the back, but I'm going to add a little bit of, I believed in it. Is I added to the position because but again, take note though. First, I needed to see it show me some weakness, and after I got that weakness, that's when I add. So I didn't just start randomly adding to it. I got the weakness. I added my thesis, my premise, whatever you want to call it, played out. I was right to be bearish, and ultimately it came down very nicely and allowed for a nice trade on it. These XPEV, let's go over this one. Please tell me I hit the record button. Okay, I am recording. Oh wow, oh my. Well, there's nothing I can do right now on the short side here. This is just, that would totally be chasing. So yeah, I will go ahead and pause. I do still like PLUG here for another potential. I'm still bearish on it. I could see this thing rolling back over again. Maybe even a breakdown of 66. This thing's got to at least get up above 66.50 though first for me to be interested. Nope, didn't even go up above 66.50, so never mind on that. And wow, Boeing just keeps on booming higher. CCIV. Oh, there is shares available on this one. Oh, that moves a little bit too late though. Okay, I will go ahead and pause. Have an order at 128.15 to get short 300 shares. Nope, paused on me. Time to go to 129.50 then. This move is just crazy right now. And I am at 129.50. Yeah, 129.50. I'd like more than 300 shares, but that would allow me to get my feet wet, but I don't know if it'll get up to 129.50 or not. I'll keep an eye on it. And you can see I had the right idea. Pullback was coming, but right ideas aren't good enough, right? Part of the right idea is you got to also get the right entry point. And funny thing is, I started off at 128.50 and check that out. The high was at 128.49. So even if I had stuck strong in there, I still wouldn't have been filled. So like I said, right idea, but I still wouldn't have made money because my idea overall was off by 1 penny. So that's just kind of how the market goes, but it is what it is. Let's see what else I can find. All right, I want to get this updated here, but if 65.60 fails, I think 65.50 also flushes 1 minute. So that's what I'm looking for right now on PLUG to see if 65.65 breaks, and if that occurs, then I'm just going to hop right in. Because if, like I just typed there, if 65.65 does not hold up, then I think that 65.50 will also break. So watching that very closely here. And 65.65 in there. Let's see if we can get that break of 65.50. There it is. Gonna hop out there for another quick scalp. Puts me at, let's see, 441 on that trade. Let's see what else I can find. Well, we have a good example here about how the chat room works. You can see here that this thing is about to drop below 65, and there it goes. And again, I'll just bring over here as a reference point. But I talked about if 65.65 fails, and I think 65.50 will also break. And I chose a strategy as a scalp. I just took the quick scalp in and out. But members that said, no, I don't want to do a scalp. I like that for more of a bigger type trade. Guess what? They played it right. I played it wrong. We both made money, but they just made more money. But that's why you want a chat room that isn't going to sit there and treat you like a puppet. Like, this is how you have to trade it. No, I gave a couple of price levels, but then you can see after there, it was totally up to everybody to play however they see fit. And I got that one. We all got it right from an entry point perspective. I got it wrong from a trade management perspective. In hindsight, yeah, I should not have scalped. I should have let it work for me more. That would have been the right decision. But also, there is members here that are probably still in it and doing very well. And look at this thing as it continues to drop further and further downwards. And, that's just the nature of how, the chat room that I offer works. And not necessarily do you have to join my chat room, but if you're looking for a chat room that's literally going to tell you, and their promise is, hey, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to think for yourself. That's not what you want. That's not how trading works. You want a room that just gives you areas, and then you still have to make decisions from that area. Well, I don't want to have to make decisions. I don't want to do what I'm doing. Well, then stay away from trading because you're going to lose your money eventually. This is a business where you have to be able to think for yourself. I get it. It's easy to sit there and promise, hey, you know what? You don't have to think for yourself. Sign up for my alerts and I'll tell you what to do. That's such an easy sales pitch, but that's just not how the markets actually work. You need to be able to think for yourself. And I'm stalling here a little bit because I want to see just how bad it actually got for me in terms of choosing the wrong method there. So totally right. 65.65, that was definitely kind of the magical level right there. But I was wrong with my trade management style with deciding to just scalp right out. But for those of you members that took that, well done. And it is, let's see, I ended that trade at, again, right there, 944. So, we won't even count that one right there since that technically happened pre-market. But 15 minutes, $440. I'm more than happy with that. I'm not familiar with many places in the world where you can make $400 in 15 minutes. And for me, I do this for the freedom of time. It's a side hustle. I get it. Some people want to get into the markets because they want to drive a Lamborghini, have a private plane, private yacht. And that's cool. Like, whatever your goal is, I want you to go for it. I want you to get it. For me, as a father of 4 kids, it's just freedom of time. So I've been doing over the past several months what I like to call the be done in 30 approach, meaning I want to average each month being done 30 minutes per day. Now, some days I'll go over 30 minutes, but days like today, I'm half of that, 15 minutes, and I'm done. And in all fullness, I'm walking away with $486. But as far as, kind of what you saw here, $440 in 15 minutes, I'll take it. Well, I had a software glitch, but just captured that I did get the video. Just want to wrap things up real quick. Also kind of just update things. Yeah, I chose very poorly. This thing went all the way down below $64. So again, congratulations to all of you, those members that took advantage of it. But just to wrap things up real quickly, if you do enjoy these live trade videos, they're not the easiest thing to make. I have to think for myself. I have to think what I'm going to say to you. I have to think what I'm going to type in the community for the alerts. I have to actually type those alerts. I have to type the orders for myself. I have to do a lot of stuff. So it's not the easiest thing to do. It is doable. So I will keep doing it as long as I know that there's interest, as long as I know that people are enjoying them and watching them. So a very quick way to communicate that this is worth my time: hit that like button, leave a simple comment. It could be a thumbs up. Those two things communicate to me that these videos are worth my time. They are worth the effort to do. So like I said, those two things go a long way. And then also just check out the channel as a whole. Good variety of videos. Hopefully you like it enough to hit that red subscribe button, as I'd love to have you as a subscriber to the channel. But like I said, yeah, if you like these videos and you want me to keep making them, hit the like button, leave a little comment. It can be as simple as a little unicorn emoji. That would be perfectly fine. But hopefully you all had a great day today too, trading, and everybody take care. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.